We all have. You sent me
Yeah.
the link, haven't you?
Yeah, we'll get add them in a minute. As always, live on YouTube, live on Twitch as well. Although Twitch never seems to get that much interaction, but hey ho.
Yeah, I think YouTube's more easily accessible
Yeah, you don't
or
have to create
preferable.
yeah, it is, isn't it? Like you don't have to create an account or nothing, do you? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, Adam Berry, making his debut in MMA anyway at KCC 3 next month. Yeah, we're just going to talk to him about that and a few extra bits, and obviously we like to have a little segment at the end, as we normally do. We don't always do, but yeah. And then hopefully, if we can get it sorted for this week, we've got a really, really good one.
Yeah.
There, we just need to sort out the date, so we're not going to say any names yet, but we made that mistake before of saying names, and then like something happens and it's like just falls apart. So we don't do that anymore. We wait until it's in the bag and secured, like essentially sign the paper.
Yeah.
But
Digital paper, that is.
Digital papers, yeah. But yeah, if we can, once we get a date sorted for that, it's a good one. It's a good one. One I never actually really ever would have expected us to get, in all honesty.
I know, yeah. It'd be a good one, like.
Yeah, it'd be a very good one.
So I'm just gonna send the link over now. Yeah. And then we can crack on.
Indeed. So after today, you'll see us both on Wednesday. But Kieran is doing some. Well, he's got one Instagram interview lined up this week, which is also on Wednesday. Funny enough.
Yeah.
I got the message because WhatsApp's on my laptop as well.
Ah, right, I get you.
Yeah, laptop. Sorry, WhatsApp's on my laptop as well, so like deep through that.
I mean, your laptop could be on your WhatsApp, but that would just be mad.
It would be, right. Here's Zoom user, which I assume is Adam.
Sound. That's a good nickname, Zoom user.
It is.
Having a kind of you there. Let's see. Is it saying his audio's connected? Let's have a look.
It looks to be showing like it is, but oh yeah,
right.
Zoom users connecting to audio.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. We're on. Sorry about that, fellas. Are you all doing?
Oh, good man.
Yep.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Looking forward.
No worries. Thank you for getting me on. I appreciate it. Nice one.
No problem. Anytime. I'll let you start this week, Keith. This episode.
Okay. Sounds. Yeah. So obviously to start then, we're going to talk about what you're known for, which is your wrestling. You were on Team GB for that. Can you talk about what that experience was like for you?
Yeah, it was great. I was on Team GB for 4 years, but when I got on, it was a bit of a risk really. I was in year 11, doing my exams, and found it hard balancing all that revising and training. So it came to a choice like, do I put all my eggs in one basket with one or the other? And obviously I picked the wrestling because I thought that's where my heart's at, and that's what I did. And yeah, it just went from there really. The competitions were great. I think I went, how many months? I think it was like nearly 2.5 years. I went without a point being scored on me in this country, which were good.
Yeah.
Over several weight classes. I wrestled at 70, 74, 79, 80 and 86. So quite a few weight classes I've done. My weight range is a lot of people know me for like having mad weight jumps. Do you know what I mean? Like I can be at 92 one time, then like it's 80 another. Like I'm always up and down with my weight.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then fluctuations mad for you. I mean, you see people talk about Paddy and how he fluctuates, but you going up and down so often, like, is that mad for you?
To be fair, I think my body's used to it because Yeah, I think when you do it that much, you just get used to it, really. But I did have a period of time where I stayed at heavyweight. It were around last year. I was competing in more submission grappling, all that, no-gi, catch wrestling, and I were at heavyweight most of the time. And the only reason I stayed at heavyweight was because I think I was just enjoying my food a bit more, focus on the training side, and I did enjoy it. And yeah, I don't. There's pros and cons with both. I think when you weight cut, I think you get more disciplined, don't you? Because it's like you're 24/7, you're on it, and you're both. Yeah, when you're eating like what you want, you just feel a bit more relaxed. So it depends really. There's pros and cons with both. That's it.
Yeah.
Was at least a limit to heavyweight in wrestling?
In catch wrestling, which is what I did last, the weight classes go 100, then 100 plus.
Right.
But I think if you get to like 130 kilo, you have to have like this note off your doctor saying like you're fit. You know what I mean? For health reasons. But in freestyle wrestling, it's 97, and then super heavyweights 125.
Right. There you go.
So,
Right.
So wrestling, it's not really something the UK is known for, especially in MMA. You hear it a lot. You know, the sort of top amateurs in wrestling in America would be so much more advanced than a top amateur in the UK. Are you open to kind of show that the UK can just start producing some elite wrestling?
Yeah, I do think they can, but I think it's the government, they need to fund it a lot more. I think if they started in primary schools, where it's like, don't like how we have football, like everyone plays football in primary school, don't they?
Yeah.
Like it's put on them like straight away. But I think if they did that with wrestling, could probably get to that level. But it just depends, really. The government puts money in different places. You know what I mean? I think they should put it more in stuff like wrestling. You know what I mean? I think that's where they go wrong. If they funded it a lot more, wrestling would be completely different in this country, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, I do think the government does need to fund it more. The competitions would be better. Even there's not really that many competitions in freestyle. I think when I was 15, 16, sometimes I'd be competing every 2 weeks. But now it's like 2-3 comps a year. So it's a big difference now, really. You know what I mean?
Are you finding you're having to travel more to get to those competitions because they're not as widespread, or?
I've recently just been competing in a league, and it was just the northern area. So I didn't really travel too much, to be fair. Most of the time it was just in Manchester, the Salford Wrestling Academy HQ. So yeah, most of the time it was just there, so it weren't too bad. But yeah, in past I've been travelling to Scotland 1 week, 2 weeks after, I'd be Derbyshire, then week after London. Do you know what I mean? You're all over most of the time, like when you're in season. Like.
So going from that, then, what made you want to transition into MMA?
It's something what I've always wanted. Don't know what I mean? I've always wanted to do it. Really, I've trained with a few UFC fighters, Bellator fighters. Though with the wrestling side, I've always thought I would like to try it because you hear them talking about it. It just gives you that itch. You know what I mean? For think, you know what? I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that lifestyle. And I've always thought about that. You know what I mean? Just transitioning. So yeah, it's always been there, I'd say, from a young age, wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of that, then you're making your MMA debut at Kingdom on February the 25th against Jason Cumming. Do you know much about him as an opponent? Have you seen much of him?
Not really. No, I don't really know much about him. I think he might have fought once or twice, or might be more than that. I'm not sure, but I think he's got some experience under his belt, which is good for me, really, because if I'm fighting someone with a bit of experience, he'll bring me on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Found that with wrestling, when you fight people with a bit of experience, you always get better, whether you win or lose. So the fact that he's got some experience will help me, I think, improve even more.
Yeah. We've got a comment here, I think it's from one of his teammates. Jason's absolute animal of a boy. You're in for a tough fight.
That's fair enough. That's what we want. We don't want like easy fights, do we? No one wants easy fights. When you've got a bit of a lack of dog fight, it makes you, I don't know, it does make you better. You need that, really, don't you? You could have 10 easy fights and you won't improve at all. Whereas if you have 1 or 2 like tough dog fights, whether you win or lose, you'll always get better because then you know what you need to work on. I think it's that mental side as well, isn't it?
There's no point fighting people who are just going to sort of pad your record out and make you look better than you might be. So,
I'm here for the long run, really. So, win, lose, draw, whatever. I just want to keep going forward, really. So, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, to be fair, the guys at Kingdom, they're unbelievable with the matching. Kieran knows more about that than me, to be fair, but they're great with the matching, so it's going to be a great fight, regardless.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Should be good.
Definitely.
So, excuse me. You train now to Titanium Combat Academy.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the team and how much they've been helping you, especially in the lead up to your debut?
Yeah, they've helped me loads. I've always been training at that gym really for a couple of years. So yeah, it's a great team. Really good strikers there. Really good strikers. It's like a Thai boxing gym as well, ain't it? So there's some really, really elite strikers there. Anthony, you know Anthony, don't you?
Yeah.
He's really good. Lewis. So there's some really good strikers there. So they've helped me loads. Fabio as well. The jiu-jitsu, he's really good. Gav, he's got loads of knowledge of MMA. So he's helped me loads, to be fair. So yeah.
Has your mindset had to be any different preparing for an MMA fight as opposed to like a jiu-jitsu competition or anything like that?
I feel more relaxed with MMA. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. But I feel like with wrestling, I've got pressure because it's like, oh, he's wrestled such a long time. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like, I don't know, there's a bit more pressure with that. Whereas MMA, it's my first match, I'm new to it, so I don't feel the pressure as much.
Yeah, just go out there and enjoy it.
If that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, can you just talk a little bit then about like the injuries you've sustained in the past and how they've tested you mentally, if you've had any like long times off?
Any wrestler will tell you like we're always getting injuries like all the time. You'll never meet a wrestler without an injury. Like we're always carrying like 3, 4, 5 injuries. You know what I mean? My biggest one was probably my arm. I've injured my arm before, and it just sends you to like a place where you think like, do you want to carry on with the sport? Do you want to just have a normal life? And when you get past that, you always come back better, I'd say. Because when you've got that mindset of like, you know what, this is what I really want, it always makes you better. Like you push a bit more hard, you know what I mean? Then 1% make a difference, don't they? Especially in training. So
I've seen you had to have surgery. I think it was on your elbow, was it? Because basically you had the skin. Like,
that was a bad injury.
Yeah, doesn't sound pleasant.
I know. Yeah, we were in that match as well against Bulgaria. I was 6-0 up against the Bulgarian, and I do know something as well. When I did my arm, right, I defended a leg attack. And they still give me the 2 points for my defence as I did my arm. So although I did my arm, I got them 2 points. I thought, fair enough.
Still unreal as a one-armed wrestler.
Yeah. You could see the guy in the background, like when he saw me head pop out, you were there, like, oh no, that does not look good.
Yeah, doesn't sound pleasant.
Everyone else must have been shitting themselves thinking he's just won them points with one arm. Imagine what he can do with two.
Yeah. After that, I screamed the whole place down. Like with my help. Nasty injury.
To go off that then, what's the training like for wrestling? Because I'm obviously you said they go with injuries all the time, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
What's the training like for it? Not that you're trying to prevent injuries. Obviously, you don't want to get injured, but the part of it, you just talk a bit about that side.
We wrestlers, though, I think it's our mindset, really, because if we've got an injury on our ankle, we'll just pretend we've not got it. You know what I mean? It's almost like we just forget about it. So I think it does make us tough, that, because, you know what I mean, if we've got a little niggle, we'll just ignore it. We just train like it's normal. Unless it's something really bad, you know what I mean, we'll work around it. But most of the time, you'll get people, even with bad injuries, they'll just pretend it's not there. I think that's what makes wrestlers tough. You know what I mean? Like, they just grind through it. But yeah, when we're training, when I was in college, my training plan worked well with college because I think I was only in college twice a week. So what I'd do was I'd do my weights in the morning, go college 2-3 hours, then I'd train once or twice at night. So 2-3 times a day most of the time I was training. You know what I mean? Whether it were weights, circuits, runs, wrestling, sparring. So yeah, I was always committed to it really. And I do feel like the results, you know what I mean, did pay off with it. But it's a huge commitment, even if you're just doing at all club level, you do need to commit a lot to it, really. Yeah. It's not a sport, really, where you can just train once every blue moon and go in a comp and do good. It just doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've got a few comments here, so let's see. Andrew, Jason's teammate, said, fair play to you, though. Tough opponent for your debut. Props for that. Joel Neal says Adam's smoking this Love Island voice. Yanya Abdullah, Adam Berry will sub in one round unless he wants to have fun.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah.
And then Andrew said Jason by KO round 2. Yeah.
Some good predictions there. It's good that I know it's good that he's got a good resume. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be good. It sounds like it'll be a good fight, doesn't it? He's got some power behind him. It seems like, do you know what I mean, his teammates confident in him, so that's good. And do you know something? I wish him all the best with it as well. The training. Do you know what I mean? Albert, as soon as I see him at the weigh-in, Albert first person shake his hand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
After shake his hand after. So I wish him all the best with it, the training.
You mentioned the training, obviously been at Titanium for years. How different has it been for you learning other disciplines like the striking and that?
I've always been in and out with striking, so it's not been too difficult really. But yeah, it was just more like brushing cobwebs off. So it weren't too difficult. The jiu-jitsu, I feel like my wrestling fits in well with it. You know what I mean? It's just my style of wrestling. Plus, I've done the catch, I've done the nogi. So, yeah, it's all come together well, really.
Yeah. Good little compliment for it.
Yeah.
So the next one then, the picture we used to promote this was with you and Darren Till.
Oh, yeah.
How did that meeting come about?
So, I'm guessing you will know Mike Grundy.
Yeah.
When he were in UFC, I think he were contemplating Commonwealth Games with wrestling, which is what I was going for at that time. But I don't think he could do it, though, because he were in contract with UFC. And I were at his gym training and doing one of his classes. And he said about going down to Liverpool to do some rounds. So I was there training with Tom Aspinall. I think he was flying out 2 weeks after for his third fight. And I was sparring with Tom in wrestling. And I think I caught Darren's eye doing because he started following me around, watching me. And then after I got talking to him, and have you seen the video he did for me, mate?
Yeah.
Darren, so I told him about him. They did a video for me, mate, in lads group chat. Laughed that. Still goes on about it today, so yeah. He's not for sound though. He's an arse bloke.
Yeah, I think it's mad the way everyone's like just fobbing him off now. You know what I mean? It's like, get behind the lad. You know what I mean?
I know, yeah. Like every fight where he goes for, I'm always like going behind him. So
yeah,
it's just like one of them, ain't it? Like it's just like roadblocks. It's just gotta get out of it.
Yeah,
I do think he will. Is he 29, 30?
29, yeah.
He's only young, ain't he? So I do think he can make a comeback. It's like Oliveira. Like no one thought he'd have been champion like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Like,
yeah,
especially after the Holloway fight, no one would have thought it. But then he became one of the best lightweights, didn't he?
Yeah,
but they can all change so fast, can't it? Like, look at Glover Teixeira. It took him until he was 40 to win the belt. So
yeah.
There's no age to it anymore. What was it like wrestling with Tom then? Obviously, Tom's a big fella. So, like, what was that like for you?
He's probably one of the fittest people I've trained with, to be fair. His cardio's unreal. Like, I've trained with people at 60 odd kilo who's got really good gas, but Tom Aspinall's gas tank, next level. Like, his fitness is crazy. You wouldn't expect it with an heavyweight, but his fitness is mad. Like, he just doesn't tire.
Yeah, and the big thing with him, like the movement, how much he can move for his size as well.
Yeah, he's very nimble. He's a good athlete, really good athlete. And yeah, he's a powerful one as well. Judging by his knockouts. So yeah, it was good with him. He is a good wrestling partner, to be fair, really good. And I think as well, like in his next couple of UFC fights, people will see his wrestling more. Like his wrestling is really good.
Yeah.
Right then, so to finish off with you then, mate, what we normally like to do is have a little bit of fun towards the end. So
yeah,
going to do a little segment just today, help people get to know you a bit better.
Yeah.
So starting off then, what's your favourite film?
My favourite film. You know, I'm pretty boring, mate. I don't really have one, mate. Spent too long training, so I don't really have one.
Is there a wrestling film that you like?
Not really. I don't really watch films. Can you not just say legend? I've watched that one recently, Craze one.
Oh,
the one
yeah.
with the Craze
Yeah.
legend. Just put it down
Tom
as
Hardy,
legend.
yeah.
Yeah, just say that. See you doing it.
So I don't know what you'd be like with this next one then. Do you have a favourite TV show?
I don't really have one. I'm pretty boring, me. Don't really do much.
There's nothing wrong with being active and wanting to wrestle, is there? You know what I mean?
That's true. Do you know something? I'm going after Sekori just because my missus, she watches it. I don't watch it, I just like go on my phone. So
just on in the background.
Yeah, I look up every now and again. So Sekori, it's easier, isn't
it? Who's your favourite character?
I don't really know. I've got one after David Platt because I had a picture of him once. Me and my mate had a picture of him in Subway once, so go after David Platt.
I'll take it. Okay, hopefully this one's a bit easier for you then. Who's your favourite musician or band?
Try to think now. I don't really. I like Donk. Do you know what Donk is? Like bounce music.
Oh,
yeah. Andy Whitby, if you want. Say Andy Whitby. He's like a DJ in this way. I went watching him Boxing Day, so I'll say Andy Whitby.
So we've got some more comments coming.
Go on, what comments have we got?
So Joel Neal is actually at Lavo. Said easy work, Adam. Where are we? Andrew says boy's massive, 6'4" powerhouse. He's a big guy. And then Joel said 6'4" doesn't matter when you're on the floor. That round, well done.
Yeah. What? Why is he a big lad then? 6'4". Is he cutting down from I'm pretty big lad though, me. I'm cutting down from 90 odd kilo. I'm nearing enough that now. So I wonder what weight he's cutting from.
Yeah.
He's got that similar to me, Anna. He's probably about 90, Anna, to be fair.
Yeah, let's see.
Get the fight at middleweight, make it easier for us both. So I don't have to cut as much.
We've still got 4 weeks left, is it?
Yeah,
let's see what else we got here. We've got Donny Given, good luck, keep wrestling. Someone just Nunu, Adam, have me a 1v1. And then Nunu says Sam says Nunu. That guy apparently you know him, DJ Kenty.
DJ Kenty, that guy, you know.
I don't know, and then Sam goes, put a dunk on it, and then apparently this guy, is DJ Kenty Adam. Are you DJ Kenty?
No,
you're like a secret DJ.
No. It's my secret job on weekend, isn't it? Yeah. Don't be like a low-key DJ.
So let's keep going then. So what's a random fact about yourself? And it can't be that you're a DJ.
A random fact. Let's go on this. Do you want that? I'm pretty boring, me, you know. I don't really have. I feel like I should be throwing all these mad facts at you. I'm just dead boring, don't I mean? All I do is eat and train. Right, you know what? I've got one with food. When I eat. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't just eat. I eat. So like, I'll go through like 3-4 takeaways in one sitting, not just like small takeaways. I'm talking your big takeaways. Like I can eat. There's no end to my appetite, which is probably why I always end up going like 100+ kilo, ain't it?
Right. Okay, then. With that, Quinn, let's change a question. So the question about, I'm going with, don't you?
Go on.
I think I do, but I'll let you say it so I don't get it wrong.
Well, one question we've got is what's your go-to takeaway order? There was 2 more before it, but we'll ask that going off that. What's your go-to takeaway order then with?
My order.
Yeah.
What if I'm on a cheat day? If I'm just a bit hungry?
If you're on a cheat day, I imagine that's going to be a bigger meal.
What I'll usually do, I'll go through my day today if you want. Like what I'll do all day. So I'll wake up, you know what I mean? A couple of protein bars, my porridge. I'll go Macca's. My Macca's order is 20 chicken nuggets, 2 McFlurries, a milkshake. Wrap of the day, sometimes I get 2. And then maybe something like a quarter pounder and chips. And then I'll have probably like an ice cream fruit day, Ben and Jerry's. And then at night, I'll have probably a full pizza, kebab.
What size is the pizza?
What, sorry?
What size is the pizza?
10-inch. All of it good. You know what I do though, me? If I'm supposed to be eating healthy, and my missus will tell you this as well. What I'll do is this can be my weird fact, right? If I start feeling guilty, I'll leave one slice of a pizza, even if I've ate all that fruit. They'd all like 20 chicken nuggets, loads of ice cream.
Yeah,
I'll just leave one slice, and it'll make me feel better. Thinking, I've left one slice. It's down. You know what I mean?
I've showed some willpower and left the
Yeah,
slice.
there you go. And I'm one of them, me as well. Like, if it make me feel like I'm eating healthy, I'll have like a Diet Coke or a Pepsi Max. You know what I mean? Even that might as well as have like something like Coca-Cola. It's only like 100 calories.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you don't really touch salads. You just make
No.
alternatives.
Do you know? Have a guess how many calories I cut off, and the weight comes off fast. I've cut 7 kilo. How much? 7-8 kilo in 2 weeks through this. Have a guess how many calories I cut off. This blows everyone away.
Based off that, I don't know. I'm gonna say you're a madman. Say like 6,000 calories.
No, cutting back when I'm dieting.
Oh, right, okay.
On my diet, like if I'm cutting weight and it's coming off fast. So 8 kilo in 2 weeks. How many calories would you imagine me be eating?
Well, I'd say, maybe about 1,500, maybe less.
3,000 to 3,500. That's how much I eat to cut that much weight.
Jesus.
Honestly.
That's in a day,
Mad, ain't it? Yeah.
That's mental. That's boss.
Probably each meal I have is like 1,000+ calories, and it still comes off fast. So
no wonder you stayed that heavyweight for a while.
I know, yeah. It makes you wonder how much I were eating though, don't it? Like when I was at heavyweight and I maintained it. Do you know what I mean? If I can cut off that, do you know what I mean?
It's ridiculous, that.
Yeah. It is bad, isn't it? Good thing with that though is I can still eat chocolate, stuff like that through the day. Doesn't affect my weight. So,
yeah. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. So
yeah, I hope it's staying like that forever though. Do you know what I mean? Because if I'm like 30+ and it starts, I've got to be knackered then. I'm going to have to run more.
Any more comments to go through? Probably all right for now.
Have we had any more comments?
Let's see. Sam says, Adam, are you MC Wayno?
Wayno. No.
And then same was, you ever tried a flake yogurt?
Flake yogurt?
Yeah.
I know who that is next. I'm guessing you can work out what happened. Nicked his yogurt.
Needs to get them calories in. Oh,
yeah, that's it. Vulcan season. Vulcan season.
Yeah. Right. Next one then. What's your biggest pet hate?
Right, I've got one for Jim. You're waiting for a piece of equipment. They're not doing anything. They're there 10 mins, and then like they start texting. Are you there? Like, I think I'm waiting. And then you ask them how many more sets are that? Oh, 3 sets. Like, no worries. Yeah. And then you go back in 20 minutes. They're still there. You're there like, come on. It's been half an hour. You've done, mate. That's probably the biggest one, to be fair.
Yeah, I think we can all appreciate that one.
Yeah, definitely.
So
you always get. Go on, carry on.
So we've got another one coming from Adam, why are you being humble? You know this 30 seconds fight, brother, in Habib voice.
Do you know Yaya? He come off a mad win. I think he got like a spinning back fist knockout in London not too long ago. He's really good.
Yeah,
he's up and coming on the MMA scene. He's won a few fights. He's going to be really good. He'll be next UFC champion. See, there's a shout out for you.
Is he wrestling based as well? Yeah.
Yeah, he was on Team GB with me.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, I'll get on and drop us a message.
So next one then, it can't be to do with food. Have you got a hidden talent?
Have I got a hidden talent? Don't we just make someone up? You know what I mean? Don't we just make someone up and then use it like, wow, and I'm just like, a good liar.
Turns out he can cross his toes.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Like this one might be a bit difficult for you based on what you said earlier, but who would play you in a movie of your life?
It's a good one. That I like that question. That's a class question. Do you know something? That's a really good question. Who would it be and why? Did you say?
You could give us a reason, but just who would it
give
be?
You a reason why. Let me have a think. I think Tony Ferguson, because we're both a bit like, you know what I mean? We're both a bit daft. I think he'd be perfect for me. I
like that.
The only thing though is you don't like put tweets out like in cryptic language.
I know, yeah.
Like
I'm going to start doing that. Just post like some mad stuff. And put all them like emojis.
Yeah. I'll be honest, when I asked that question, I thought you were going to say David Platt. So I'm going to say Tony Ferguson.
Oh, do you know who Tyrone is off Corrie? Everyone always says I look like him, even my granddad. I'm there like, what? I don't look like Tyrone, do I?
No, I don't think you do.
All my opponents' mates are going to be there like, yeah, he does look like Tyrone. He goes proper.
That's going to be your nickname.
Yeah, Tyrone. It's Jane. Jay's mates are going to be there, aren't they? Yeah, Tyrone, me and Tyrone. Terror in me now, it comments Tyrone.
No, I don't think we have anyone telling you with that yet. But your brothers asked for a freestyle. MC Adam.
It's mad, Sam.
I think he's exposing your hidden talent. You know, I think you MC in the mirror.
I know, yeah. I think you'd have probably preferred going on a podcast with him, to be fair. He's just trouble, Sam. He's just trouble. That's the best way to describe him.
Trouble.
Yeah.
That's his nickname then.
Yeah.
The last one for you then, mate. If you could choose any superpower, what one would you choose?
It's a good one. Can I have a little think, like a 30-second think?
Yeah,
we'll put like intermission up. Do.
And
I was on the countdown then.
Probably eat faster so that I can do that food. You know what I mean? Because I can eat a lot. If I can eat faster, you know what I mean, I'm a winner there. Could make my own show. Tyrone versus food. What do you reckon of that?
I think that'd sell, you know, yeah.
Do you know,
that would absolutely sell.
Are we on it?
I think we're on it.
And then I think the comedic side is because you eat so fast, you're gonna get like heartburn and indigestion. So you see us like struggle at the end.
I know, yeah.
Love it.
I like that too. Well.
Yeah.
We need to trademark it fast.
Yeah.
No, honestly, mate, you know what? Thank you for joining us. It's been
nice one for
that. Best of luck next month at Kingdom there. It's going to be a great fight. So
I'm looking forward to it. It sounds like it'll be a good fight. Definitely. All the best to Jay. So
hopefully we'll be there on the night. Hang on.
We've got one more comment, and it's based on your superpower. So that guy, you know.
That one I know.
Yeah, he'd choose to teleport to a takeaway whenever you want.
You know what?
That's not a bad one.
I like that one.
Huh?
No, that's a good one.
And you could pick any takeaway anywhere.
Yeah. He's just invented the superpower there. And
You can't teleport anywhere else.
I was just thinking then what takeaways I could go then. I'd like a moment then. If you watch it back, you'll notice where I paused. You were like, that's when you were thinking, where would he go? I was thinking Nando's, Mackey's, KFC, and that's just my start.
Just think, though, you could even just go like, remember that takeaway I had on holiday, or that restaurant I had on holiday? Yes. I want to go back there, and you're there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he's changed the game there. He's changed the game.
Oh yeah, that guy, you know, who is he though? Who is it?
That's his name. It's just the guy, you know.
Oh, do you know? Who knows him?
Apparently, everyone knows him. Everyone. That guy, you know.
It's mad that someone knows it, don't they?
You start getting messages off the guy, you know, like you don't know who I am. Come on.
I know, yeah.
Timmy name, you should know.
Yeah.
No, but as I say, mate, it's been a pleasure talking to you. And hopefully we'll be there on the night to watch it in action. But
yeah, I look forward to it. Hopefully see you both there.
Always, mate. All the best.
See you later. Nice for that.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, mate.
There we go. Adam Berry. That was very fun. That was. Not going to ramble on today for once. So see you on Wednesday.